Okay, so a little bit of an update. Picked up a new CPU cooler. Got the Noctua NHL9A low profile CPU cooler, and comes with all of the goodies that the regular Noctua stuff does, which did not come with the Redux, which are the other fans that I have. We've got this is the low speed cable, I believe. Yeah, low noise adapter. Basically, you plug this in between, and it has a resistor or something in here that brings down the voltage of the fan, makes it go slower, makes it go quieter. I'm not going to use that because I want this thing to have its full PWM range. These nice shiny screws and this case badge, which is beautiful. It's actual metal and shiny. I'm not sure where I'm going to put that, but it looks really nice. And we also got some thermal paste as well, which is nice because now I don't have to go find my other one. Do not ingest. Okay. Another thing we've done is I've got rails for this. I ended up finding some rails in my server rack that I just had sitting in there that I'd never used for anything. They did not fit properly, but this case has these universal rail mounting pins. So all I had to do was slide this out, chop the end off here, and now it fits. So I've got a set of rails for these, so this thing will be on it'll be on rails in my rack, so I can easily pull it out and you know, have the top open, work on it without having to pull it completely out of the rack. So that's really nice. And yeah, so what I'm going to do today is I'm going to install this, probably do like a time lapse of that install. It's not really that interesting, it's just installing a new CPU cooler. I do have to pull a motherboard out to do it because it comes with a back bracket for it. Then I'm going to put all the screws back in this, and then I'm going to do some cable management on the inside, wire it up in the rack, and sit it on rails and have it mounted in the rack. Get it off my workbench and get it to its final destination. And then after that, next video after this, once I get some more hard drives, which I'm waiting to come in, I'll populate the thing and we'll go over my Unraid setup, which is going to be probably the more interesting part of this. So yeah, stay tuned. Let's get this thing installed, get it on rails in the rack, and yeah, should be a good video. Okay, so this is how we're doing the rails. Basically, these ends are too long. These are like old IBM rails, but the pins will fit in these. I just need to remove the tip of this so that when I push the server all the way back in the rack, it'll actually go all the way. So we're going to cut this off, and then I'm going to replace them in here. So I got the rack torn apart. It's going to go right above this guy, right here, to you. And then I'm just going to move that and the router on top of it. Yeah, and then we've got this big gap down here. That's for this case, whenever I get more parts to put in there. And, you know, I've got another motherboard and CPU I could probably throw in there. So, yeah. Sorry this is a little dark, but I'm going to do this on my phone right now. So, yeah, we're going to cut that off, put these rails in there, and then after we're done putting the CPU cooler in, we're going to mount the server. Okay, time to rack this thing, and watch me struggle with this. And I do have to move the KVM and my router. I'm going to put this up here first, and then I'm going to do all the wiring stuff in the back. Move that stuff somewhere. I want to move the router on top. I'm running out of room in this rack. So let's throw this thing in. Okay, that's both sides lined up. Let's slide it forward. Okay, that side's in. Wish I had better rails, but these will do. Those are in. I'm just going to tighten up these because they had to be a little bit loose to get them to slide on properly, but once I tighten them on, the rails are not going anywhere. That's the other, and now we should be able to slide this thing freely into the rack. Beauty. Okay, so I just got to move some stuff around. That's in there solidly. So now what this does is it allows me to pull this out and pull the top off without having to pull it out of the rack and moving it back over to the workbench and working on it. I can work on it right here, and these rails are meant for holding they're off of a 3U IBM server, so they're beefy. I just need to find some screws to screw into the front ones, which as long as I'm careful, those should be fine. These things aren't going to fall in the rack anyway because it's sitting on top of another server, but yeah, I just got to find the screws for it. They're around here somewhere. And yeah, let's move this stuff around and then get this thing fired up. And then all we need left after that is drives. And there she is, all racked up. The power button, and it is quieter than my switch fan, which I got a comment on my last video where somebody said that they swapped the fans in their Dell switch, and that's what I happen to have, so I'm going to look into that, see if I can swap out the fans for something a little less whiny. But yeah, so next video is going to be, we're going to populate this thing with hard drives, and we'll get Unraid up and running. I should be able to have, I've got these 3 drives that are going to come out of here and go into this for now. And then I've ordered 2 drives, one for parity and then just another backup drive. So that should be that row plus 2 more, and then I've got 2 to grow, and then I've got more here if I need it. So yeah, thanks for watching, guys. If you enjoyed that, give me a like, and see you next time.